Hello out there, my name is Maureen Akampurira. I live in Ichira. I'm a teacher by profession and I work with Daffodils Education Services. Yes, this is my story. I'm a mother of three, 2 girls and 1 boy. This is how we've gotten to know ATTA. I've been expecting, and towards my due time, I got terrible cough. I go to the hospital to find out what I can take for the cough, and the doctor advises me to first do a COVID-19 test. I did it and it came out positive. I had to strengthen myself so that I save the life I was carrying. So he prescribes for me the medicine. I get the medicine. At that point, at night, it was the night I felt the labor pains, then I had to go to the hospital. Reaching in the hospital, oh my God, it wasn't easy after telling the doctors that I was COVID-19 positive. Everyone was looking at me at a distance. So, but by God's grace, there was some lady who was there for me and made sure everything was well. I was put in a separate room. I gave birth, but the baby wasn't well, got tired and needed oxygen. So they took the baby to the oxygen, and the following day they tell me, you know what, we cannot handle. The baby is convulsing, so we need a bigger machine. The baby needs a ventilator, which the hospital didn't have. So they had to refer me to another hospital. But because I've been COVID-19 positive, this hospital could not allow me to be in there with the baby. So I left the baby. The baby was badly off. I left him on a ventilator. I go back home, I treat myself. After 2 weeks, I go back for the test. It was negative this time, so I was able to be allowed in the hospital. Before I went back to the hospital, I had been requested to start sending the milk for the baby. I tried expressing, the milk was little, but at least we started from there. Going back to the hospital, reaching there, seeing how the condition the baby was in, the milk disappeared. Oh my God. My baby starved for 3 days, and doctors were putting me on pressure. We need the milk, we need the milk. I didn't know what to do. Some lady advised me, please get a donor. I actually didn't know that even donors were there. I did not know. So I didn't know how to begin. The doctors were not like advising me where I can get that milk. But then I had to post on the groups of women I was on. After posting, women started sharing my post, and one actually did not have enough milk, and remember it was lockdown, no movements, so I didn't know where to begin from. So the lady who saw my post is a doctor, Dr. Immaculate at Mulago Hospital. She drove her car. She didn't have enough. She told me, let's get another donor, and then we see if I can top up, if she can top up. So we got the donor who gave us for 1 day, and then somehow things didn't work out. So the following day we didn't have the milk. Again, I started on the journey because the one for Dr. Immaculate was not enough. The baby had been on strong medication and needed a lot of milk. So all we did was to keep posting. Then a friend knew Tracy, who connected me to Tracy. Actually, she didn't give me the number, but she gave the number to Tracy. And Tracy looked for me. and we were able to connect with a donor, and I started getting the milk. They have helped me so much. That's how I've gotten to know ATTA, and it is doing great job. And I know God is taking them to another level. This is something good. In the ICU, I was told the condition the baby was in couldn't be allowed to take formula. They had to get breast milk, of which I did not have at all. Because of the pressure, you know, you go to check on the baby, and then they tell you, we need the milk. You actually don't know where to begin from. You're stranded in the hospital. Doctors are not advising you, please, we know this person, let's call the person. And then a lady comes out and say, I am going to connect you to a donor. And she connected us, then we had to test, and the tests were all good, and then we started getting the milk. That is how my baby survived. I thank ATTA Foundation so much. I pray for them. It has not been an easy journey because transportation was a problem. Because the milk was little, I had to get, actually my baby has got milk from 4 ladies and mine the 5th. So Brian has 4 mothers. But I think it can be better if we come out and support this foundation, and at least we make sure that the milk is coming from the same point. Because I was getting milk from 3 ladies, and then on the transportation, they are just sending a border. You don't know what happens on the way. You're just risking. But if we have one point where the milk is coming from, it would be better. And maybe the mothers who are in need, they would just get the milk direct from one person. So I call upon everyone out there who can support this initiative, and we put at least a breast milk bank. Actually not bank, but many in different places. I believe I'm not the only one going through this. There are many mothers out there for one reason or the other, and they cannot produce the breast milk. And the condition is really tough. So if we have those banks, breast milk banks in different places, it would save the next generation.